What comes to your mind when you think of discipline? Is it punishment or teaching? Hi, this is Girish Paniker, Parent Alchemist and a teen coach, rebuilding families with loving environment and enthusiastic children. There are many times when the behaviors of our children are not acceptable. Now, some of us may use punishment and some of us may use teaching as a methodology. Now, what is the difference between both of this? Punishment is abrupt. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you've warned your daughter of not using mobile for a long time, and one day you're coming from office and you're seeing that she's on her mobile. You get angry, you take the mobile and you say that you're not going to give her the mobile for the next one day. Now your daughter starts crying, and after about an hour or two, you find that your daughter is still crying, your heart melts and you hand over the mobile to her and you say that next time don't use the mobile for more than 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever it is. Now this is called punishment because this is abrupt and you do it instantaneously as a reactive methodology. It does not work because you already told your daughter that you will not give her for one day, and after 1 hour you gave it back to her. But in that reactive mode, you actually took it out from her and you started scolding her. Now let's see what is the other method, the teaching or the corrective method. Here you set the rules very clearly. Now let me give you the steps and follow these steps very clearly, and if you are able to follow this for about a week's time, you will find the result, and I want each one of you to follow this and then comment on the video below to see what were the results that you got. Okay, so let's take the example of the mobile itself so that it becomes clear for us, and I think that's the biggest challenge for most of the parents today. Now you sit with your daughter or your son and make the rules very clear. Tell them that every day I will allow you to use your mobile for 1 hour or 2 hours. That is your choice, not beyond 2 hours. Okay, for their entertainment. Let's say take the example that you have given them the time from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening. And then you make the consequences much earlier. You tell them that if I find you using the mobile beyond 7 o'clock, that is beyond 2 hours of your stipulated time, you will not get the mobile for the next 1 week or 10 days. The choice is yours. Make the consequences so severe that your child would think twice to make that mistake. Now, once you made the rules, you act just like a referee. If your child breaks the rule, then you take the mobile and don't give it back for 1 week or 10 days, whichever rule you set. Now, where most of the parents make a mistake is after 1 or 2 days, they find that their child is crying, they become emotionally, they start emotionally blackmailing the parents. And the parents also, if they are emotionally down, they'll think, why should I make my child cry? Why should I make my child lose her mobile for such a long time? And you hand the mobile back to her. Now, she understands the strategy. Whatever father and mother says, they will only say for the sake of saying, they will not do it. Now, if you make a rule and if you cannot follow that rule, then better not make that rule. Step number 2, what you need to keep in mind is whenever you're enforcing the rule, do not become angry, do not become aggressive, and do not be emotionally charged. That is, if you're a person who is very, very emotional, you might melt when your daughter is crying and you may hand the mobile back. It will also not work. If you're an aggressive person, you may show anger on every other activity of us. That will also not work. You are friends with your child after this event, but this rule which you made has to be followed in toto. This is how you discipline a child, by not becoming aggressive and not showing your anger at other things that your child does. Try this out for a week and then comment and tell me how this worked. If you are listening to me for the first time, please subscribe to my video and don't forget to click the bell icon so that you get the notification when I'm putting my next video, that is next week. And the topic for next week is, what do children actually need from parents? And if you are able to understand this, your journey becomes much more easy.